Hey guys, in today's video I decided to interview a cheater for many games, including CSGO, H1Z1, and many others. He also has a YouTube channel that has amassed around 30,000 subscribers. So I decided to interview him just to find out a little bit more why he cheats. Boosey, or Busy, was also in the Discord call, so I will occasionally ask him questions. So other than that, let's get into the interview. Okay guys, so I'm in the call with Tabzware and Boosey. Is that how you say his name?
Yeah.
Okay. So I feel like a lot of questions, or like a lot of people want the answer to, is why do you guys cheat?
I'll let you go first.
Generally, I just suck at video games. I'm just kidding, but I don't know. My friend got me into it. I thought it was cool. It's different. You do what people like devs don't want you to see, cheating in their video games. So I don't know. It's just different. That's why, basically.
And
Sorry. The reason I cheat, I don't know. I got so bored of just doing the same thing over and over in video games, especially ones where like it's like especially with Counter-Strike. Counter-Strike's like playing S&D and Call of Duty for like how long has it been out now? Since 2012, right? So you've been doing this
2013.
years. You sure
Yeah.
CSGO wasn't in 2012?
I'm pretty sure it's 2013 because it's been out for 5 years.
2013 CSGO 2012 initial release date August 21st 2012. But
Oh.
yeah, it's been out for so long that you kind of just look at it and you're doing the same thing, just playing S&D over and over with no game mode changes. So it's like, fuck it, dude, let's cheat. Plus there was just a lot of cheaters at the time, and it's like I want to see what the other side's doing, so I did that.
Okay. So Boosey, do you feel like it's kind of more like a rebellious thing because you said that you don't want the admins to know what you're doing?
No, if I didn't know if I didn't want them to know and upload it like as like content basically, but like I don't know, it's just different. I'm showing people that like devs don't want them to see. So yeah, it's basically it. The only reason why I started doing it, and Taz got me into it. I thought it was cool, and yeah.
So have you ever like do you use when you stream tabs? Do you ever like feel like bad for the people in your game because they're not able to increase their skill level because you're using an external assistance?
Well, I could just say go and do that yourself, though. Cheats don't cost money if you know what you're doing. Not only that, I mean, generally I don't cheat versus people that aren't cheating. A lot of the times now I'm just doing hack v hack servers where you openly go into it knowing that you're going against other cheaters to see whose cheats better and whose playstyle is better. But also, I won't closet cheat if somebody, like we join a game and somebody goes, "Oh shit, your tabs." It's like hell yeah, like now I can go a lot more obvious and fuck around. But it's also it's not like I'm going into like these games trying to win. I go into them to stream. Streaming and cheating right now, for me at least, is more of a business than a free time to do whatever. Personally, video games have gotten a little boring.
Do you feel like cheating in like more competitive games like CS:GO it does like harm the community? Because there's like a recent statistic saying that about 10% of cheaters, there's about 10 out of the everyone that plays CS:GO, about 10% of them are cheaters. Do you feel like that hurts the community because it can drive people away from?
I feel like that's not right. I feel like there's at least 30% of cheaters, but yeah, I mean, CS:GO is definitely dead in terms of player growth. They're just losing players every month now. There was a tweet about it the other day that they dropped like 300,000 average players. But personally, I think that, and this is what I do, I don't ever cheat in leagues. If you want to go anywhere in CS, you don't play MM. Everybody knows this. If you're trying to be competitive, you don't play matchmaking. You play Face It, you play CEVO, you play ESEA. All of these places do have a free MM styled but like super competitive style game mode, or not game mode but like setup. So you'll be playing Face It, obviously for Face It points, which you could play Face It for free or you could play paid and win prizes. But it's just like MM. The difference is you're not going to find cheaters because, well, you are going to find cheaters, but you're not going to find cheaters as much as MM. Like, I guarantee you, 3 out of every 5 MM games you play, there's a closet cheater. So personally, on my side, I don't play in leagues, league sites, and just leagues in general. I don't mess with ESEA. I don't mess with the tryhards and Face It. I don't really cheat in CEVO. There's no reason to. I'm not there to ruin people's day. I'm there to just fuck around and have fun.
Okay, so when you say that you do to just do it to like mess around and have fun with it, do you feel like that can derive other people's fun from the game?
I mean, it can, but uh, I've never really looked at it as much as like, oh, I could be ruining their fun. They could also just leave the game and go and jump into like a face it match, etc.
Boosey, what are your thoughts on this? I'm just trying to get like a second opinion.
Well, people that take the game serious, yeah, I'd go to Face It or ESEA. Like, I don't know. People that really want to go somewhere and competitive and like have fun, yeah, go on ESEA or Face It. But like, MM is just nothing but hackers. I mean, the other team could be cheating. We wouldn't know. You know, anyone could cheat. We just decide to upload it.
And it's also quite literally a fact that you can go on unknowncheats.me, download Microsoft Visual Studios, which is a free program, compile a cheat that's already been released, compile an injector that's already been released, and cheat undetected for as long as you want for free. You don't have to buy these cheats. It's just most people don't have money to buy cheats, but also aren't smart enough to come up with the idea of compiling their own. I personally am not a coder, and I've made Busy 2 private cheats that he's released to his fan base for free in like fucking 10 minutes each time. And I don't know shit about coding. So it's really not hard to cheat if you really wanted to.
Do you feel like there's like a major difference between like the people that use aim hacks and the people that use like wall hacks?
I personally wouldn't suggest wall hacks at all if you're trying to not get caught. Wall hacks, I feel like, are more of a informational type cheat where like you just need information quickly. One of the cheats that I used to use, actually, you would hold your mouse button for a couple seconds when you wanted your aimbot to go on so that you can get a general idea of where people are. These days, people just use something called engine radar or external radar so they know where they are on the map, but not visually in game, so that they get the information they need. I think with walls, you're more likely to get caught, so go ahead and use walls if you like them. For aim, I would suggest using something like RCS or recoil control system if you're not good with recoil control. Other than that, aim is just pretty much like a lot of people think you don't have to try with aim, but honestly, it's not like it's insta snapping and that kind of stuff. But I do think newbier players are gonna resort to using walls and aim at the same time. I think personally, when I cheat, I just use RCS and backtracking because that's all you need. But I do think that you're going to get caught more with walls, but is there a difference between using walls or aim? No, both of them are eventually going to get you caught.
And I'm not like too experienced with hacking, so what? Can you like basically explain what the trigger botting is?
Trigger botting is basically when you hold down a key on your mouse or your keyboard when you know that somebody is around the corner, but you don't think that you pulling the trigger is going to be fast enough to kill them, so you hold down the trigger bot. This is mostly used with Scout and Op, just because, you know, they tend to get one-hit kills more, even like with the Scout, just the player being a little low on HP. So you would hold the corner and hold down your trigger bot, and as soon as the cheat would recognize that the player has come into your crosshair, it would pull the trigger for you by itself, so that you can't miss.
So I feel like it's because Tabs, you do cheating for you used to do cheating in H1Z1.
Oh, I cheat in any game that I can get my hands on.
So because H1Z1 is free, do you feel like you aren't doing anything is wrong because it is a free game? Whereas
I actually stopped selling the H1Z1 cheat and stopped cheating in it just because now that it's free to play, it takes away the fun. You know what I mean? It's the whole point, like the whole fun for me for cheating is to fuck around and see how long it takes until I get banned. You know what I mean? And getting a reaction out of players. A lot of the free-to-play stuff, like, you get banned so fast, and then, you know, you can just make a new account, go back in, whatever, but then it's just, like, it's not as fun, because then you could just cheat for as long as you want. Like I said, I'm not trying to be competitive with it. I'm not trying to be the best with the cheat. I'm not trying to do anything. I'm trying to just get reactions out of different players, piss them off a little bit for a video, and then go. But when you get free-to-play people, it's a lot of people that don't understand the game. They don't get angry. You know, there's nothing really to work for. You don't get reactions as much. It's just not as fun. You also don't get as much hate. And whether people like to think about it or not, the hate is what gets you views. One of my most hated videos was put on Reddit, and that H1 video has like 149k views or 150k views now, something like that. So with less of a community that cares about it, because these people aren't paying to be able to play, you don't get as much like reaction out of it, etc. So realistically, it's not the same. Free-to-play games are okay, but also you have to look at it from a standpoint of also, like, when we do these videos, we also have to try to sell the cheat we're using, because that's where some of the profit comes in. Which another thing I'm surprised you didn't ask is what monetization is like for cheating YouTubers, which I think would be interesting to explain.
So like, is it good because you?
I can let you know personally. I can't speak for Busy because he lost his monetization.
Fuck you.
He lost his monetization because he didn't have enough watch time at the time. But personally, I don't have a single video that's not monetized, and I think my average CPM is like 380 per 1,000 views,
Huh. So wait.
based on YouTube statistics.
Okay. 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 So for YouTube, do you feel like if it was like on Twitch or something that you would get a lot less views?
I wouldn't be able to do what I do on Twitch because Twitch is based around the gaming community, and they are super egotistical about like fair use and owning your own content and doing all that kind of stuff. The reason YouTube doesn't do that is because it's built around video creation and sharing. They don't really care what you post as long as it's not harming others. Twitch is different. They are all, whoever owns Twitch or whoever makes the rules for Twitch is just like, if I don't like this, fuck you. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
They don't have freedom. So yeah, I wouldn't be able to do what I do on Twitch.
So I'm. No,
What I have to say though is I do have a Twitch account. I think I have like 2K followers. I don't use it anymore, but a lot of people reported my Twitch and I didn't get banned because I'm surprised about that. But it's because it's off Twitch, so I have to give a thumbs up for that because I could have been banned from Twitch at any time for what I do, but I was never banned. So at least they're okay. They're not the best, but
Okay, so I'm kind of just gonna say what I think about cheating,
go
because
for it.
I feel like cheating in like more casual games is all right. So like
So what would you be okay with cheating with?
I'll be
Like what games?
for more like casual games or like free like for like Rocket League. Like
All right.
I don't know if you could like cheat in that, but or, like how well you could cheat in that.
You can, but it's again like it's not something that's gonna significantly up your skill or up your game, because it's you're hitting a ball. It's not like you're gonna have aimbot.
So I feel like games like cheating in like survival games, open world games, where it's like more casual, where you can just hop in, hop out of servers, without any punishment is better. But like cheating in more competitive games, I don't personally feel right about that.
So you think cheating in a game like Arma or like DayZ is a little bit more acceptable compared to like games like Overwatch and Counter-Strike and that kind of stuff?
Yeah, because I feel like with other games that have like a competitive matchmaking system that a lot of people are trying to like play, because I don't think Overwatch has a site where you can do any other custom matchmaking.
Yeah.
So I feel like cheating in Overwatch, because they don't have anywhere else to go, is like kind of like one of the worst things to do, because they are kind of stuck with the cheaters.
So what if I gave you this idea? What if I said the only reason I cheat is to get content for YouTube so that other people can watch it, and I don't actually even play video games in my free time just for fun? Does that change your perspective on what I do on YouTube?
I mean, yes, but kind of no, because
It's still cheating.
it is still cheating,
Mhm.
as I don't like really like cheaters in my games, as I try to like play a little bit more seriously, try to get like wins, because I feel like
I don't know. It makes sense.
I don't know if it like, because I'm fairly young, I don't know if like you get bored of games a lot faster when you get older, because you played so many games before that are competitive. But I feel like for like younger people, I feel like the competitive aspect to like games like Counter-Strike are like fun, because you like
Counter-Strike was definitely fun, but I've been grinding the game since 2013, and you get so bored. I grinded it for like a year and a half straight, and I started cheating towards the end of 2014. It's like almost 2 straight years of just doing the same thing, and I realized like cheating's just getting worse. And now it's like I don't want to say like San Francisco, but shit's filled with AIDS. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Shit's pretty bad right now.
Do you feel like the cheating community is kind of ruining the cheating community?
What do you mean by that?
Well, there are so many like cheaters in games now that cheating's looked down upon, while cheating like originally was like something that was like interesting and like cool to do.
I do think there's too many people trying to become YouTubers for cheating. I feel like it's just so overplayed now, just doing the same thing. Like, in my opinion, I respect people a little bit more if they're cheating and they're uploading the content or like trying to get funny reactions for videos. I still look at people that just download cheats just because they're bored at the game, kind of like, whatever, because they're hiding it. It's like, it's kind of scummy, but at the same time, like, I was there at one point. I wanted to see what it was like. I wanted to try to cheat. And in a way, it is kind of fun to try to hide it from Overwatch. You spend so much time trying to be the best and trying to beat everyone. But when you start cheating, you try your hardest not to beat everyone and not to be the best and try to avoid Overwatch and try to look more legit than you ever actually were. I did a video when I first started uploading cheating on my channel. The first ever video I did, I think, was top 5 reasons why you should cheat. I think it's at like 40 or 50,000 views now. And like, it got a lot more respect than you'd think. I think one of the top comments was something like, I really went into this video thinking that you were a really big dickhead, but these reasons actually changed my mind and opened up a broader perspective of why you guys do this. And he said, like, you earned a like and a sub, blah, blah, blah. And it's like, you really got to think about it. If cheaters were to be taken away, their games companies would lose a lot more money than you'd think. Like CSGO, I guarantee you, sales of skins are nothing compared to how many cheaters are buying accounts daily.
So for my next question, this is kind of like more of a. I'm kind of like agreeing with cheating for this question, but do you feel like cheating in newer games is not as acceptable as cheating with games that have been out for a lot longer? So for CSGO, like, it's not as bad, but like, what's like a really popular game that's out now that's multiplayer competitive?
Fortnite.
Yeah, like
R6 has been out since 2015. Fortnite. I mean, I don't cheat in Fortnite because them motherfuckers are scary. I uploaded a hacking video the first 2 weeks it was released, and they striked my channel. I didn't read their EULA. A lot of companies in their license agreement lets you know that they will take down any video, and they have the right to take down any video if you're uploading malicious content and promoting cheating and the selling of external programs that affect their game, which a lot of people don't really read. And I think that games that have been doing that recently and that have been getting harder to cheat in and upload in is PUBG and Fortnite. They seem to strike, but not always. It's very inconsistent. I was striked by PUBG 2 times and I won both strikes. And then Fortnite I lost. And I just took the strike.
So do you feel like companies taking down content for using external assistance or like promoting it is like something that the company should do, or something that like the company shouldn't have the power to do?
If I wasn't a cheater, I would love for them to do it. Because I am a cheater, I have to say that it's also not freedom of speech and like free use. If you really think about it, I mean, like, you're uploading something to YouTube showing that the company is fucking up, and the company's trying to hide the fact that they're fucking up at that point. Like, if a game is brand new and claims to have some of the best anti-cheat, and you can upload a video the second day of release of a free cheat that you're giving out to anyone for free, they're clearly fucking up somewhere, and they're trying to hide the fact that it is possible to do things in their game, even though they say it's not. I don't know if you have input on that, Busy.
All right, I'm back. What up?
We were talking about whether you think companies should be like striking channels, etc., for uploading cheats in their videos.
No, I don't think it's fair unless they're like getting money from like monetization from it. Then yeah, but like if you're not getting money from it, then I think it should be fine.
I wouldn't care about that either. Like, instead of striking, if they went on my channel and just took all the revenue from my video, go for it. I don't give a fuck. I prefer that than getting a fucking strike for fair content use. Like, you say something's not possible and I prove you wrong, you shouldn't have the right to just silence me just because I was right. Like, what?
I mean, that is kind of a fair point. But for speedrunning games, I know a lot of people do like cheating in that. Do you have any input on that, or do you not like keep up with?
Like I said, I don't cheat to be the best. So I do think that if you're cheating and claiming to be the best, you're definitely a scumbag. I don't see a reason to cheat if you yourself are trying to accomplish something. Like, what are you accomplishing for yourself other than like knowing that you've fucking like fooled everyone? But when you get caught, you're gonna look like an idiot, and you know that you're gonna get like the worst shit talked about you, and everyone's gonna start hating on you. Like, there's no point. It's stupid. It's like people that sub-bot. It's like, I see it as the same thing. Like, you're pretending to have all this success and achievement, but like deep down inside, you know that you faked it. It's like, what's the point? There's nothing to gain from it.
So I'm kind of like understanding it a little bit more. So basically you're saying that because you don't cheat to be the best, that like it's a little bit more alright. Am I correct for that?
I would be an asshole to say that it's all right.
Well,
I do think what I'm doing is wrong, but I'm also not giving a shit about, what other people are thinking. I'm just uploading to upload because it's content. Content is content. Content is key. I don't cheat when I'm not streaming or recording videos. There's no reason to.
okay, so you said that was like different too because recording and streaming, because you do it for the content and like viewers to get the reaction. So for people that do cheat just to cheat by themselves, what do you think like goes through their mind?
They probably just want to get back at the people that were cheating before and get, higher ranks to look cooler, etc. It's like they're just fucking around, But also the people that like know that they're cheating and will deny it constantly to their own friends and shit. It's like, come on, man. Like, say that you're cheating at some point, Fuck around with it. Like, it got to a point when I used to closet cheat just for fun before lethality, before, I did YouTube and all that. I remember Nixon, one of our friends, just he could never tell when we were when I was cheating or not, because we used to fuck around. I'd be cheating and I would be doing really good, and then I wouldn't be cheating a couple games later, and he would think that I was cheating because I would do something nutty just for fun and fuck around. Like, it's really fun to just fuck with your friends, but I think that if you're cheating and hiding it from everyone just to make yourself look better, like I said, like, there's no point. There's nothing to gain from that when you get caught.
Okay, so I know this is kind of like a little bit, we talked about this like 5 minutes ago, but for like cheating in retaliation of cheaters, do you feel like that's...
Oh, if you're cheating because...
Oh yeah, I'm gonna white knight you, homie. What's up? Fucking eject skeet gang.
Cheating for the fact of just like cheating, I guess, like against other people, it's like, yeah, sure. I mean, but then again, hack the hack server to beat other cheaters. I mean, at that point in time, it's just like going to hack the hack server. There's no point of going into dude. So
Okay.
again, like, it's the same point as before. There's no reason to cheat. And if you're going against other cheaters, though, it's just like you're really not you're not bothering anyone else if you're in custom servers that are made for cheaters.
Yeah.
Thank you so much for making it to the end of this video. If you did make it to the end of this video, comment mayonnaise and I will pin your comment to the top, no matter what it says. So yeah, I know that kind of some of the editing was a little bit weird, but I did have to edit a few things out because we kind of misspoke, so it did kind of end up sounding a little weird in the end. But hopefully you all enjoyed. See you next video. Bye. Thank you so much for making it to the end of this video. If you did make it to the end of this video, comment mayonnaise and I will pin your comment to the top, no matter what it says. So yeah, I know that kind of some of the editing was a little bit weird, but I did have to edit a few things out because we kind of misspoke, so it did kind of end up sounding a little weird in the end. But hopefully you all enjoyed. See you next video. Bye.
Don't get sick, don't get strep, don't get bronchitis. Hey. So this money shit, yeah, it's been on my mind, fuck your posse clip. I'ma pop off in time with the Tommy miss. Yeah, this how I slime, I'm out to see some tits. Yeah, your mommy is fine, hey. I'ma